just to give you a quick overview of what's going to happen today, we will first start with Master Paul Keck from Renee and Paul Consultancy, who is a renowned Feng Shui master. He has went down to the property site and he will let you know more about the property. Then we will have a quick update on the property market by Mr. Jonathan Lee from GMAC Realtors. And after that, we will invite you to enjoy the live cooking station. Not to forget, in the end, we will have a lucky draw. So I hope everyone dropped their name card in the box in the beginning. And 2 lucky winners will walk away with an iPad. So I would like to invite Mr. Paul to join me on the stage and start the talk.
Thank you. So we have just get okay, good afternoon everybody. I'm doing a Feng Shui talk for you today. You will find out UEM's development. They are consider all aspects of Feng Shui, environment and all this into their development. Okay? So I will share with you all the good points also of their property. Okay? Today, anyone know what is Feng Shui? Or anyone do not know what is Feng Shui? I think most of us know what is Feng Shui, right? Okay, that's a slow, a little introduction of me. I do a lot of talks, and I'm also a professional tarot and numerologist, and also a crystal and color consultant. Okay, and I've been traveling around in Singapore, China, Malaysia, and also Indonesia. Okay, and what is Feng Shui? Anyone know what is Feng Shui? Okay, if you translate into English, is wind and water, because Feng Shui in Chinese or Cantonese is wind and water. It represents the wind and water. Okay, but the basic of Feng Shui is very simple. It's talking about good energy, the energy called qi. Okay, qi. Okay. Nowadays, the wireless charger also called qi because they don't need wire connection. Okay, so qi is something that you can't see, but it's the energy of floating around the whole universe. It's just like maybe you can say it's a kind of light, it's a kind of energy. Okay, so Feng Shui is always talking about alignment with the environment qi. Harmonize the qi, so let the qi floating inside your house, inside the premises to bring you prosperity, wealth, harmony, and also a good relationship. Okay? So there are many aspects of daily life today require Feng Shui. Okay? As the Chinese say, first thing, try to avoid the negative and then enhance the positive. That's about Feng Shui. Okay? So let me introduce. This is Iskandar. Okay, they got 24,000 hectares of land in Malaysia. Okay, it's about 3 times size of Singapore. They are about 1/5 of the flip zone of Iskandar, Malaysia. Okay, so that's how big. And we are very honored today because we have the so-called the master developer, the UEM Sunrise, to organize this talk for us, so they can arrange the whole places in a more harmonious way of qi to flow within the estates. Okay, so first we talk about the exterior of the house, because I've been there. Beautiful house. I think next week they're having some going up to the actual location. You should visit. It's a very beautiful place. Okay, and the exterior, most important thing for basic Feng Shui, is good to have this north-south orientated. That means north-south facing. Okay, It's also good to have the main door not in line in the same exits. Okay, you can see those Hong Kong show and all this. Usually they have fight with the next door neighbor. Is door facing the door. Because this one later I will explain to you because why. Okay, because of the energy flow. Okay, so the main door must be diagonal, facing each another. It will be better. Okay, and one more thing very important for the frontage is must be very spacious. Because when you have a spacious frontage, the energy can go into the house and harness. Okay, so this is very important. So let me elaborate on this point a little bit. North-south orientated means you got to face the north or south direction. As you can see, the north is here. So this is the whole diagram of the development of this estuary. Okay, so you can see it's north-south facing mainly. Because Feng Shui, we want to harness the qi in the balance of the yin and the yang. Okay, so for the north side is the yin element. For the south side is the yang element. Okay, so in order to get the best balance of yin and yang is using this direction of facing. Of course, to be precise, you got to go with your date of birth. Okay, so if you want to know your best direction, later can come and look for me. I will try to give you more information. Okay, so as long as in this exit, we will try to balance the yin and yang to make the balance of this qi to create more prosperity, wealth, and also harmony within your house. Okay, so this is a very good. And then in Chinese, as you can see, the olden day, the Forbidden City is all facing in line with this exit, south and north. Okay, even the Taj Mahal is also in line with it. That was the earliest Feng Shui. In India, they call it a Vastu. Okay, that was the earliest theory of Feng Shui. Okay, so the main door should not facing the same exit because these were causing of conflict within them. Okay, so it must not be the same exit with the next door neighbor. Okay, so if you were to go to see the so-called Noble Park and all this, their door is diagonal. It will not face each other straight because it's not so good because the energy will rush between these exits if they are facing each other. Okay? So main door, you will elaborate a kind of conflict and argument with the next door. Okay? But with the diagonal, the energy will flow like an S-clank. It will be more smooth. And with the S-clank, the energy will slow down. In the environment of we stay or doing business, sometimes we like the energy to flow, but in a slower pace. Okay, it's only certain kind of business they require fast moving energy. Okay, one of them is like sand casino. They like strong and fast energy because whatever they are doing is different from a house that you're staying. Okay. And then also both main door will cause a flow of energy slowly. That's what I told you. Okay, and it will create by using a diagonal. This will create a harmony environment towards the neighborhood. Okay, this is very important. Okay, and you all can feel free to take photo. There's no charge. It's all paid by UEM already. Later I'll charge them. Don't worry. Okay. So the spacious frontage is very important of a house also, because the energy will flow in if you have a spacious frontage. When you have a spacious frontage, the energy will flow into the house. But if you have a reverse one, too cramped, the energy will stagnate outside the house. Okay, and then it will cause a reverse flow up of the house. Yes? Yes, of course.
Can the frontage be slightly downhill or uphill?
Okay, the frontage is downhill is better. Okay, very practical. I can tell you a very practical thing. If your house is lower than your frontage, when rain comes, what will happen? When rain comes, it will flood your house. So this is a very, I would say, is Feng Shui. They tell you about energy because of floating, but actually, whatever the theory is very practical. They don't like house which is too low, rather than the frontage is higher. So this energy will stagnate because of the not floating. Okay, but in practically, that means it will cause flood and all this. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Very good question. Thank you. Okay. So if your frontage is very cramped, it might cause the energy to flow out from your house, not going into your house. Okay. When you have a nozzle, you press, right? When you have a water pipe or tube, you press the nozzle, it becomes narrow, right? The water will rush out. Right? But when you let the opening become bigger, the water will have low flowing. So it's the same theory. Okay? And also the interior, we talk about a few things. Okay, it's a squarish structure will be the best. Okay? And here I think some of them maybe have an interior design background. A squarish places is easier for you to display all your furniture and it become more spacious. I don't know whether you all see houses got round shape one. It's very hard to place the furniture. Okay? But in Feng Shui, the squarish structure is more for the qi. Later I will explain it more. And then if you have water in the house, in the center of the house is one of the best. Okay, if you can. So if you want, you can see on the northern part, they have a swimming pool around the premises of the house and almost near to the center. Okay, later I'll explain why. And then no pillar within the house. Okay, no pillar within the house. Okay, your area, especially there's some house may have a pillar on the center of the house. That is not very good for your health. Okay, that's not very good for your health. Of course, it's very good for those Bollywood dancer like to hide behind the pillar, you know. Main door do not face the window. This is mean like, okay, just imagine this is the door coming in without the blockage. The energy will straight away rush out to the window because window is a kind of opening. So this will cause the energy fast and flow out. So you can't retain the energy within these premises. So if you have this type of house, maybe you got to do a partition, something like that, to let the energy come in, block it, and then slow down and let the energy circulate around the premises here. Okay, you want to buy a house, something like that. Now, especially a lot of Singapore houses that I see Feng Shui, they have this problem because of the space constraint. So they will directly flow out. Okay, but the day I went to Malaysia, I love the house because they have frontages. Go in, the energy will turn this way and then curve around the area in the living hall. So this is very good. So in future you want to buy a house, make sure that it's not directly, your main door is not directly facing a window. Let the energy go out straight away. Okay, energy must be able to flow within the house. Okay, and then practically maybe you open the door, you open the window. If this place is very windy, I tell you, the wind will be very fast, and then your house, the paper and all this will fly around. Okay, so it must be able to circulate around the house. Okay, so we come to the squarish point. It's best shape to actually accumulate energy. Okay, that's why you see the Forbidden City is all square shape. Taj Mahal is all square shape. Okay, and square shape for design is the easiest. When you want to place bed, you want to place sofa, you want to place your TV, it's the easiest, and to provide a very spacious, okay, you can place and provide a very spacious feeling. So when you have a spacious feeling, when you go back home, you will not feel like cramp. Your emotion is release. Okay, this is very important. If let's say your house is a circle, you got to place your so-called furniture in between or the center of the house because the edge is round, very difficult. So when you put all the furniture, when you go back, you might knock onto your furniture when you go into the house or you're moving around the house, you might knock into the furniture and all this. So that's why it creates frustration. So it's not smooth flow of the qi anymore. Okay, a lot of people don't understand qi. Actually, qi is a kind of energy that can let the so-called energy to flow smoothly. Then it will cause, it will give you a very good rest at home or a very good emotion at home. So to sustain a good relationship at home, and when you can do that, your wealth will be better. Trust me, simple as that. Yeah. If let's say now you're very rich, but every time you go back home, you're frustrated, you have quarrel with your wife, you got to school your children and all this, they are very naughty or whatever. Do you think your wealth can sustain very long? Okay, that is cheap. Okay, and house is very important now because house usually once we stay, it might be 5 to 10 years easily. The qi will slowly bite into you bit by bit, day by day. So maybe you are a very good tempered person, but you go back to this house, you are so frustrated every day, every month, every year. Slowly your temper will change into a very frustrated person. That is qi. Okay? Okay, now we talk about the water in the center. This is resident London. I like the place because they got a big swimming pool in the center of the house. This will retain the energy within the so-called the condo or the premises. This will spread out the energy through the premises because it's at the center, and water can retain energy. Okay, it also can self-cleansing, and with the sunlight coming in, it will recharge the energy of the surrounding. Okay, it will recharge. Sunlight is a kind of very good positive energy. So a place where we put north-south, just now we talked about north-south heading, right? Because it's brighter but not hot. Okay, a house must be bright but not hot. Okay, always remember that. Okay, it also brings continuous opportunity to people because the energy keep on recharging and also cleansing. So if you stay in this type of premises, it will bring you new opportunity and good opportunity, and the opportunity will continue coming. Okay, because the energy can be recharged. The energy is not stagnant. And no pillar within. Okay, you can see only when the olden days, the Chinese building will have pillar inside the premises. It's all the court, the Xianguan, the government courts or the place they opening the so-called the parliament will have pillar on the side of both sides. Okay, because those type of energy is different. But in the house, even the room of the empress, you will not see a single pillar in the center or somewhere between the premises. It's all on the side. Okay, because this will give you a good energy. Okay, you will let the energy flow without obstruction. The energy will not break down because of the pillar in between. Okay, and then the health and wealth problem. If you have a pillar especially in the center of the house, this will cause the health and wealth problem to the premises. Yes. Okay, because they have a partition. Yes, if this partition is open, that will be pillar within. Okay, so they build a partition this way. That means this is the premises of a kind of a squarish place. So this pillar will be, the energy will be reduced already. Okay, so when you have pillar, maybe you can do something like that. Okay, but this is an industrial area, so maybe they need to support the weight. Okay, and pillar is to support the weight. So there's a very kind of strong energy acting on that because the whole building weight is acting on the pillar. So that's why people don't like to sleep below the pillar or sit below the pillar. Because there's some energy acting downwards on it. But you can't see it physically that is because it's supporting the weight of the whole so-called building. Okay? I just give you a very practical reason. If earthquake, okay? If you are sitting below the pillar, you might be the first one to go. You know why? Because it's supporting the weight. The first one to give way structurally. If the building going to give way, it's the pillar to give way first. Then it will collapse. So if you are below, that's it. If you are an engineer or this architect, you should know. Okay? So these are very logical. Okay? Okay, and then the main door do not face the window because facing the window, the energy will flow out straight. Okay, loss of wealth, accumulation. Sorry, too fast. Okay, it will loss of wealth and accumulation of this energy. It can't accumulate energy. Okay, so if you have like facing the direct one, maybe you can do a partition to make the energy kind of flow this way and this way. Okay, depend on the direction. Okay, and the last part here is the surrounding. Okay, the surrounding, what we want is a quiet and cozy surrounding, nature habitat. Okay, you have some nature habitat is very good for the surrounding. Okay, anyone like to, but somebody